everybody! I got some stuff and I thought I'd open it with you just in case it's of interest to any of you. I know what this is, and it's not necessarily that exciting. It is for me because I've run out of the stuff. Inside here is some more paper. Yes, it's what I use for my art prints for anyone who's interested, and I'm happy to report that this does go through the printer really nicely from the back of the printer as well, which is a massive bonus. So I've ordered some more of that, 100 sheets of the stuff, which doesn't come too cheap, I will admit, but it's really good stuff and it works brilliantly for me every time I use it. So that's what I like to use for my art prints. So I've got more of that. Now then, this, I have my market coming up soon, hopefully, but not too bad now. If it's not next month, it's the month after. So we're almost there. And obviously I've got to think about now displaying my stuff, because before I was in my trailer, so that was perfect. Now I'm on tables and I've not done that really before. I mean, I've done the odd craft fair years ago, but nothing like it for a long while, not with the amount of stuff I now have. So I've had to be thinking about how I'm going to display stuff. So I have got these, which are pretty cool, and they are mobile phone holders. But what I was thinking was that I could, once I've worked out how you use it, so it goes like, open it up and then slot it down. And then you've got a little stand. So I'm thinking for my A4 prints, if I do something like that, obviously it would be in cardboard, so it would be better. I haven't got one to hand as usual, but I'm thinking they'd make great little stands for my art prints. And they're not too expensive either. I can't remember what I paid, but it wasn't much at all. And in terms of the fact that I've got to go and unload everything into the market at the beginning of the day and then load it all back into my car at the end of the day, folded up items such as that is a bit of a bonus. Or it will be, I'm sure. So I got two of those particular ones. So that's quite cool. And if they work really well, I will order more. But until I get there and actually see my table sizes all set up, I don't want to buy too much stuff in case I end up with too much stuff, because it's easier to go and realise I could have put more stands on and then buy more than to then store stuff that is in excess. If that makes sense. I mean, sometimes my words don't come out how they sound in my brain. I also got a couple of these which are slightly bigger and are just like literally stands. So again, these are actually tablet for your tablet. Tablet stands for your tablet. How about that? So I don't know. I was wondering whether they'd be able to take a frame picture, but looking at them, no. I might have to buy some from IKEA, which they do like these bamboo sort of large versions of these. But I've also got 4 of those, so that's quite cool. And look, they slot into each other, which is a bit of a bonus. Now this is something obviously I need for my table, and it's cloths. I'm not going to get them out actually, but I've got 3 of them. So I've got 3 tables. I think they're 4 foot by 3 foot. And these are for the tables, but they supposedly go over and stretch, so you can put them under the legs to make them secure. And I've got them in black because I have a lot of white frames, and I thought that would help the frames sort of stand out a bit better rather than putting them on white. So we have that, which is very exciting. Ooh, nearly dropped the box. So we've also got this one. So this should hopefully be, because I don't know how many of you have done market tables before or anything like it, but if you was to go into a shop, you would see that people, when they display their products, height comes into it. So like the different heights to layer up. So to create that sort of different height areas on my table, hang on, one job at a time and all that. Oh, there we go. to help create the different sort of depths, I suppose is what I should be saying, the depths to the display. I bought this. Lots of these. All will become clear in a momentio. Oh, wasn't expecting that, but we have a hammer. That's a little bit worrying. I don't know why I need a hammer. What's that for? We have some screws which I will not be needing. These. Is it becoming clear what it is yet? And then we have lots of these. So I won't get them all out. Let me just move that to one side a minute. It's like grids. So I think the idea is you get some of these. I don't quite know how, but you create. How does this work? There's some instructions. Here we go. Oh yeah, it just requires a little bit of an effort. Obviously it's 4 to each thing by the looks of it. So we have something that looks a bit like this, which then means I can put this one, oh yeah, this is good, in there and that in there. You see how it's working? And then in there. This is very clever. And then you would keep joining up. So obviously, if I had one of these, if I put another one underneath it and put it on top of my table, suddenly I've created 2 heights. And these obviously go on here. And then suddenly I can put my stand on here with my picture in it. And I've created height for myself. Or if I wanted, I could just create a big backing board at the back and peg things to it. So I thought that was pretty cool, and it wasn't horribly expensive. I think I've bought enough to make 12 cubes. If I choose to make cubes out of them, I can just, you know, make panels, whatever. And I think I paid about £42, which I don't think is too bad. So that is very exciting. So that is all very cool. I'm very happy with that. It's very bloody exciting. It's another box. But it's quite cool. So what's inside this box is this and this. What, pray tell, is that, I ask you? But look, it spins and everything. Well, that is for my, well, I'll show you what it's for. It's for these. For my coasters. So my display for the table will look super cool with these. I used to have these on little stands, and that's fine, but obviously you've got so many little stands you can't, like, again, create any sort of depth, which was fine on the trailer because I had like a bookcase, and I used to put them on there, which created the heights for people to look at. But with these, it's just going to be, excuse me, because I'm talking and thinking now. That's quite cool, actually, 2 to a thing. I can just have them on the stand, and it turns. So that is very cool. It's like you just put all of my coasters in the display rack, and people can turn it at their own leisure to see what they want to see. I can fit 24 different designs in there, and I think that's really cool. Remember what this is. I've got very well packaged something. See what it is. Ah, yes. It's just a little like pin board. Unfortunately, there's no pins coming with it. So I have to work out how to do that, but that's quite cool. So if I had little pins, I could pop them in and hang things on them. I'm going to have to get a bit creative with what I do there, I think. But also, if nothing else, it's a very heavy, substantial stand. I could tie things to it, couldn't I? Put string through there and just hang a few things. I'll find a use for that. it was quite cheap, so that's why I bought it. Got one more thing that I purchased, so I will get that so I can show you that too. This is the last thing I've bought so far, so I'll get this out. It's a shame it's not black, to be fair. It's quite large. So this is a collapsible. How does it work? Display rack. So that's quite cool as well. So I can get prints in there, or I could put sticker packs in there, like so. In fact, that looks quite cool. So yes, it's all about the height, creating the heights. So I've got to say, having got all that out, because I hadn't looked at any of that until this moment, having got it all out, I am quite excited. My enamel pins could sit there. So yes, I think it's all quite cool. I would have liked this to be black, I will say that, because I think everything would have just popped off, but not complaining. So yes, we've got all the different heights. We've got the cloths, we've got the little stands, we've got this, we've got the coaster rack, the pin board that I've got to work out how I'm going to use that. But yes, I'm really chuffed. So I've got lots of stuff in order to try and display my stuff the best that I can. Because if you can attract people from a distance because your display looks nice, well then you're halfway there, aren't you, I suppose. If they come up, hopefully they'll see something that they want to buy, whether it's a £4 coaster or a £35 frame print, which is always nice to sell those. So yes, I just thought I'd share all that with you. I'm actually really chuffed with it all. And it all feels like good quality stuff, which it does need to be, because I literally have to transport everything back and forth every day, unload in the morning, set the table up, load it all back into the car in the evening, bring it all back home, unload it all, put it back in again to go. There's nowhere up there where you can keep stuff, is basically what I'm saying. So it all needs to be quite collapsible, so it will go in my not very large car and yeah, transport safely and be able to be put up and down quite a bit. But yes, what do you think? I think it's all pretty good. So I'm going to put all that away again now. I have also purchased something else this week, which I'm not going to show you right this second because I'll probably make a completely separate video on it. Needless to say, it's very exciting what it is for me. It's something that I have really wanted for quite a few years now. And I just thought, well, actually, I'm at a time now where I think it would be beneficial to be able to use, because it sort of opens the door up to a few more things that I'll be able to do. So yeah, I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait to get it out the box and set it up and give it a try for the first time. So I shall probably make a whole separate video on that. But yeah, so I'm going to go and put all this away, and then I've got to continue printing off all my landscape pictures and getting them set up. There is a shop in Weymouth down in Dorset that stocks some of my prints and also some of my original paintings. I don't actually sell those myself, they're all down there. So I've got to, they've sold quite a few of the prints, so I've got to make a new load of those for them. And also seriously thinking about the market now and trying to get myself to a situation where I'm all stocked and ready to go, rather than leaving it all to the last minute. Which unfortunately means I haven't had a lot of time to design new stuff. But if I can get all this done and everything ready, then it means I'm good to start thinking about designing new stickers, designing new, well, all sorts of things then. So yes, so that's what I'm going to do, and I will at some point catch you again later, I'm sure. Okay, bye. A minute. What I shall be getting up to now for the rest of today. and possibly tomorrow, because each print takes a little while and I've got lots of prints to make, and then lots of the backing like boards that I put in showing my other prints. So I'm going to leave this here, and yeah, hope there was something of interest in it for you, and maybe next time it'll be even better. I'm hoping, like I said, hoping to do a video on sublimating a placemat or a coaster, both the same sort of process from start to finish. And also I've got that new product that arrived, which I shall make a video on, and also at some point soon, hopefully, I shall be getting back to actually drawing and making new products, because I'd like to get that done as well, because obviously the more I can have on my market table, the better. So yeah, I'm going to say goodbye here, and thank you very much for watching, and hello to anyone who's new, and I hope you enjoyed it, and welcome, and I will see you in the next one. All right, so until then, take care and see you soon. All right, bye.